traveling to that country.
The unrest in Egypt is more than 6,200 miles from Colombia. But here in the Midlands, students are making their voices heard. This morning, they rallied at the State House to show their support. Sunrise anchor Stuart Moore reports.
Kareem Gouda and his classmates were born in Egypt. Watching the protest on television and seeing the updates on the internet, they knew there was no way for them to leave USC to stand up for this youth-driven revolution. But a world away, they say their voices are being heard.
Is that we were inspired with the young people back in Egypt who really organized this, the young people who actually were inspired by the movement, entire movement in Egypt, the opposition, and they're backing them, and this is really heading towards what we want at the end.
Kareem says all of these young men have family members on the ground in Egypt's largest square. Though they can't get into direct contact with their relatives to see if they are safe, they know the change in power is necessary.
I mean, all means of communication right now, as you know, no internet, no Facebook, no Twitter, and no landlines and no cell phones. We can't hear anything from them.
The unrest in Egypt may not be the only revolution to take place in the sometimes volatile region. Kareem says as the world has changed, Arab leaders have remained the same, and the youth are tired of it.
Most of the Arab countries, or most of the Middle East countries up till now they have dictatorships since what? I mean, if you look at Libya, for example, like President Gaddafi, he's been in power for more than 35 to 40 years. I mean, so I believe that all these leaders right now are frightened of this. I mean, they're changing their governments right now, and they're trying to make their people happy, because what happened in Tunisia, it's what's happening in Egypt, and who knows who's next.
In Colombia, Stuart Moore, WIS News 10.
And of course, coming up on Nightly News, NBC's Brian Williams will be anchoring live from Cairo with the latest developments.
Well, in other news, a massive winter storm stretching more than 2,000 miles is bearing down on a large part of the country from Texas